episode, I told you about my wonderful skiving knives, the 1 inch and the 3/4 inch. And one of the things I mentioned about them that is so wonderful is that they're easy to sharpen. So this week I'm going to demonstrate sharpening one. And even though I don't consider myself a good knife sharpener at all, I can sharpen these knives. I've got a couple of sharpening stones here. They're just fine stones and I put oil on them. I'm going to use this one today. One thing you need to know about these knives, they have a long angle here, and that's a 60-degree angle. That's a really long angle. And then the sharpening part, that's a 20-degree angle. What I did, I just looked at a protractor so I could get a good idea of how much of an angle 20 degrees would be. And then I just guessed that I'm at that angle. I suppose there are probably tools that would help you get the angle exactly right, but I just wanted to know that I was close. That's just white sewing machine oil. So I'm going to go back and forth like this straight. I'm going to feel it. What I want to feel is an edge that's curled over. Okay, so now I can feel a burr all along that edge. So I'm going to turn it over. And see if I can move that burr to the other side. And now I got a burr on that side. So I'm going to just really lightly take it off the front side, really lightly take it off the back side. The next step is really important, and that's to buff the knife. This is a leather strop. I've got this particular one mounted to a wood board, but it can just be a piece of leather, and it's rubbed with jeweler's rouge. And now we'll see how sharp it is. Very good. And that's how you sharpen a knife. My featured product this week is a beautiful alligator skin I got from Mark Staton. Look at this guy. He was huge. I was needing an alligator skin to make a pair of ladies' boots that are going to be completely alligator, top and bottom. I thought I was going to have to buy several smaller match skins, but I called Mark and asked him if he had anything in forest green, and he had this huge skin that's absolutely perfect. Usually when you get a huge skin, it's thick and heavy and probably has scars because it was an older animal. But this one is beautiful and nice and thin for a lady's boot. It was everything that I wanted. So if you need some alligator, give Mark Staton a call. His website is markstatonco.com and his phone number is 800-22-GATOR. Okay, this is my student Anna, and she took a class from me at Pinland last year. In September, I taught a week-long class at Pinland School of Craft in North Carolina, and Anna took the class, and now I'm here in Las Vegas, and I see her at this competition, and she won. I'm so proud of her.
Yay! So this is my project for Future Footwear 2013, and I attended Pencil Footwear Design Academy where all this took place. My category was Made in USA, so I was working with Aurochs Leather Company out of Portland, Oregon. And my idea was to actually add a new product that would kind of fit into the product line that they currently have at their store, but offer their customers something a little bit different, something that they're asking for and looking for. And so with talking to the Martinez family, a lot of their customers are asking for wedges, and so I wanted to keep the traditional leather craft that they have with their sandal making, but introduce like a new innovative way to add a wedge to that. So I came up with the idea of having a convertible shoe. My consumer is an anthropology professor who travels, and so she needs a lot of options. So you can wear this as a sandal with the shroud in it. You can take the shroud out, and then the sandal pops on and off the wedge as well. So you can wear it flat or you can wear it as a wedge. And so this just pops on and off. And the leather straps here kind of like feed through and loop around. 2 weeks after we had the competition and it ended, I actually got to work with the Martinez family at their shop in Portland, coming up with prototypes and figuring out how all of this is going to work together. So that was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. And I think now that I've won in the category, we're actually going to get to try and manufacture this and get it into production and see what avenues we'll go from there. But we're excited to make this actually happen.
I was in Las Vegas last week for a large shoe and clothing convention called Magic, and while I was there I got to speak on a panel of women entrepreneurs and business owners. The organization that organized it is called 210, and that's a footwear foundation that helps people in the footwear industry, and then the group that I was with is called Wi-Fi. It's women in the footwear industry. The question that we're responding to in the following clips is, what is some good business advice you've been given, or what is some business advice that you would like to offer to fellow entrepreneurs?
And they said to me, be like water, in one of my scariest times as an entrepreneur. And you know, you have to be strong when you're strong, and you have to be soft when you need to be soft, and you have to keep going no matter what, and you have to keep flowing. So, and sometimes you have to pivot. Yeah. And so mine is definitely be like water.
Advice that I ever received, an old boot maker told me when he saw a boot that wasn't made to his satisfaction, he would say, well, it won't matter on a black horse down a dark alley. And that sounds kind of oddly specific to boot making, but actually learn what your product is and what your customer wants and what they see, and focus on the big picture. So don't zero in on the small things that are only important to you. Know what your customer, who your customer is and what they want.
Because every obstacle truly, because I've had some whoppers, is an opportunity. And it teaches you about yourself. And at the end of the day, you go to bed and you go, damn, I am one hot mama.
And then the other one, and this is a little more, I guess, philosophical, but I've always really believed this, is you can get anything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. Mm-hmm. So I think just similar to the idea of, women helping women, mentor, help people, look for help from other people. It's just a great way to live and to work.
The photo that I'm sharing this week is of me probably about 10 or 12 years ago. I was doing a show at the Oklahoma State Capitol building, and I can guarantee you the girl in that photo never dreamed that she'd be flying alone across country to Las Vegas to speak on a panel of professional women and being asked for business advice.